Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Envy, and today we're going to take a look at the HTC ChaCha, one of two Facebook phones offered by HTC, the other being the Salsa. This HTC ChaCha is also coming to AT maybe as early as next week and will be known as the HTC Status. So keep an eye out for that and make sure you stop by smartphoneenvy.com. Number one, to check out the written review on the ChaCha as well as photos and videos, but also to keep updated on when this might arrive at AT&T. Plus, what the hell, all the other smartphone news that's going on out there, along with all the other reviews we've got posted. Also want to thank my friends over at Overseas Electronics. If you're in need of a smartphone, man, they got an unbelievable selection. Make sure you stop by their website. I've left a link in the description for you. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click on that and check out what they've got. But again, I want to thank those folks for setting me up with the HTC ChaCha. All right, enough talk. Let's take a look at this little bad boy. Weighs in at 120 grams, so it's definitely on the lighter side. Quad band GSM, dual band 3G. Offers a 2.6-inch TFT capacitive touch display. Pretty much everything's going to come to you in landscape at 480 by 320 as far as the resolution. It's got Gorilla Glass. Upper right-hand corner, you've got a front-facing video camera for video calls. Just above that, you've got a nice little chrome accent around the earpiece. Below the display, you've got 4 touch-sensitive keys: home key, main menu key, back key, as well as search key. Below that, 2 physical keys that I haven't seen for a while: a call key and a send key, or end key and a send key, whatever you want to call them. Let's do it this way: call and send and end. There we go. All right, just below that, you've got the full QWERTY, and it's a great little QWERTY keypad. I got to tell you, the keys are all raised, as you can see there. Nice spacing between all of them. Had no problem with my fingers, which are, I think, a little bit larger than average in using this keypad. Got very comfortable the right away, and then here's your little Facebook key right down here in the lower right. On the back, you've got a 5-megapixel camera with autofocus, LED flash, which you can see offers geotagging, as well as face detection. Video capture resolution 720 by 480, so not a lot going on there. Underneath the battery cover, you've got a 1250 milliamp hour battery, rated at 7 hours of talk time on 3G, which is pretty good. I've had the phone a couple days, had no problems with the battery whatsoever. SIM card slot, micro SD card slot, obviously not hot swappable, but it does come with a 2 gigabyte pre-installed micro SD card. Phone speaker just to the left of the camera. Up on top, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, a microphone, power and lock key. Nothing on the right hand side. On the bottom, the other microphone, and then on the left hand side, micro USB port, as well as the volume rocker. Let's get this back to the home screen. There we go. It comes with 512 megabytes of ROM, 512 megabytes of RAM, and obviously you can expand internal storage, additional 32 gigabytes through the use of a micro SD card. Offers Wi-Fi 802.11 BGNN, Bluetooth version 3 with support for A2DP. Phone has GPS support for AGPS and can be used as a Wi-Fi hotspot, which is pretty nice. Has an 800 megahertz processor. Android 2.3 Gingerbread is the operating system, which I mentioned earlier. Also offers HTC Sense 2.1 with a couple of HTC Sense 3.0 goodies, like the shortcuts on the lock screen. I'm assuming if you're going to pick up this phone, the ChaCha, you're somewhat of a Facebook fanatic. So let's talk a little bit about what a Facebook smartphone actually does. And the key to all of it is this little blue Facebook key down here below. First thing, no matter where you are on the phone, tapping on it will open up and allow you to put a post on your wall, as you can see right there. And you can go directly to the camera and take a photo and post it, or you go to your gallery and post it. So that's one of the things you can do. Also, holding it down will allow you to attach where you are at that moment to your wall. As you can see there, you can pick an address or add a place. If you happen to be listening to music, there we go. Pushing down on it quickly will load up the information on the music you're listening to and allow you to post that as well. Also, if you happen to be in the camera application, want to take a picture, and instead of just taking it using the normal key, simply use the Facebook key to take the picture. You can see right there. And if you want to, you can set it so that it automatically posts that to your wall. So that's really what that is all about. And that's the uses of the Facebook key. So very, very handy if you're definitely a Facebook fanatic. The other application on here that's pretty slick, and again, it's not actually going to show you much at the moment because I don't think I have anybody online. Well, I do. I have a couple Facebook people online. As you can see, they're online on their computers. I can simply tap on one of those and use my keypad and set up a conversation, a chat right here online with them. So either they're on Facebook on their computer or a laptop, or if they happen to own a ChaCha, then I can set up a Facebook chat. So that is the other portion of this that is strictly Facebook oriented. Obviously Twitter is going to interface with everything very well. Also the other application right here, this is Friend Stream. This is the HTC application. But again, this is going to tie into both Facebook and Twitter. There's a smartphone envy tweet right there, as you can see. So it ties into all of that, and these are the different, you've got your status updates, photos and videos, links, lists, locations, and notifications. So all of that is through Friend Stream. So that is the portion that's tied into your little Facebook button down here in the lower right. Let's continue our look at the HTC ChaCha and delve in a little deeper to the user interface. Again, it runs Android 2.3 Gingerbread and has HTC Sense version 2.1. One thing that's kind of cool about it, it has some of the effects from Sense 3.0. As you can see there, you've got your shortcut system. Drag and drop to the shortcut bar and get to it quickly. Or you can simply just drag the circle up to unlock your phone. You're going to get 7 different panels that you can customize either with HTC widgets, Android widgets, application shortcuts, bookmarks, folders, or contact information. A couple of things that I found a little bit different. When you remove a widget, whatever happens to be to the right will move into its place. If there's nothing to the right, well, here, let's do this. Let's put in a widget. You're going to get, let's go up here, browse all HTC widgets. I think there's 40 different widgets available. We'll take the first one, we'll hit select. So now we've got that on the display. And if I remove this, my calendar is going to pop into its spot, and now I've got a blank spot over here. So keep that in mind when you're setting up your screens, because if I go to remove this and I want to put something else there, it's going to get moved over from where it is on the right. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know that. Let's look at some of the widgets. This is a clock, and this is a small version of Friend Stream, which ties into both Facebook and Twitter. This is a larger widget for Friend Stream. This is People. There are 2 different People widgets. It's your Twitter widget, a couple different Twitter widgets, Weather widget, which you're used to seeing. And it, again, like Sense 3.0, it also has not only animation but also has sound effects for weather and calendar. And then I've got a blank screen at the moment, so it gives you a look at some of those. And again, you've got your personalization key down here in the lower right-hand corner, and you've got different scenes available. So you can see that 5 different scenes. You've got 2 different skins, but again, you can go to HTC Hub and download more. Got your wallpapers. See if there's anything new under live wallpapers for this particular phone. Oh, you've got a Nexus, which you typically don't see. Water. Nah, typical. Nothing really exciting. Lock screen is where you're going to go to determine what shortcuts you want to use, and that's where you set that up. So you've got your shortcuts for your lock screen there. Your widgets, application shortcuts, folders, bookmarks, and again, you can personalize sound as well. All right, take a look at the main menu. A little bit different. It moves in chunks, I'll say panels, let's say. You've got all your apps, you've got frequently used, and you've also got downloaded apps available here. Simply sliding up to get to them, and you can feed through your apps this way. If there's anything unusual here, again, it operates as a Wi-Fi hotspot, which is nice. Of course, Twitter. Anything else on here? Oh yes, it does. Netflix is available to operate on the ChaCha. Not for the Galaxy S2, but it works on the ChaCha. I find that amusing. Or the Atrix 4G, but it works on the ChaCha. Anyway, enough of that rant. HTC Hub. And that's pretty much it there for the main menu. As far as, didn't want to do that, as far as customization in the main menu, you can set up a list view as well, which also operates alphabetically. You can go back to grid. You can also from here either share or remove apps and sort in an order which you choose works best for you, which is kind of nice. Notification bar up at the top, typical notification system. You're not going to get any recent apps as you would see on the Sensation with Sense 3.0. You just straight ahead notifications, and again, there really isn't room for all of that anyway. Holding down on the home key will bring up your recent app manager and show you the last 8. Tapping on it from the home screen will bring up an overview of all 7 panels. Again, you can tap on any one, squeeze it together to move around the 7 different panels, and actually you can just do that from anywhere to navigate through them, which is kind of slick. Let's go ahead and take a look at the messaging application on the ChaCha, and we'll set up a new message. Compose, and we'll send this to me. There I am. Now everybody's got my phone number. I always enjoy your calls. Thank you very much. Lower left-hand corner, you've got the FN key to access, or function key to access numbers and symbols. Your shift key is just above that. You've got a shortcut for speech to text, which is nice. Simply holding down it will kick it up. Your symbol key, shortcut to the camera as well. Direction pad, direction keys here in the lower left-hand corner. Other than that, pretty much everything is self-evident, and it works quite well. Call John on Tuesday. All right, there's our speech to text, worked fine. Of course, you don't want to hit space because you'll delete it all. And then let's do for and it has word prediction. And unless you really screw it up, it works fine. Hit space, plugs it in there. For our meeting next Wednesday. As far as attachments, you've got picture, video, audio, so you've got a direct link to the camera as well as the gallery. App recommendations, location, contact vCard, as well as appointment card. So your typical, what you would expect to see from an HTC smartphone, you're going to find on the ChaCha, just in a much different form factor. So there's your messaging. Let's get in and take a look at what this is all about, and actually let's start from here. Let's hit our Facebook key, and if you want to put something on your wall, it's that simple. Hit the Facebook key and post, and you can have a direct link to the camera to take a photo or pull a photo you've already got. Done. This will give you a shortcut. As you can see, I just got updated from Amazon.com. Not something I really was looking forward to, but there, a little update from Amazon on Facebook. And you can also see, where are we here? Here's Smartphone Emmy, so that's a Twitter feed. So it handles both Twitter and Facebook. And the application I'm looking at right now is FriendStream. And again, it ties into it. So the Facebook key basically is going to allow you to post something instantaneously. And as far as attachments, app recommendations, pictures, locations, as you can see right there, and lets you pick which account you want to work with when you post. From there, also have a larger version of FriendStream right here. And then the other thing that's real slick, do I have it up here? Let me add it. And let's go up here to widgets. And this is one of the things that's definitely different about this, is you've got Facebook chat. And again, you have to have someone online. I doubt I have anybody online at the moment. But when you have someone online, they're going to show up, a little green light, and simply tap on them, and you can start chatting with folks that are online on Facebook on their laptops, or if they have another HTC ChaCha. So that part of it's very slick and really ties into Facebook and Twitter very, very well. All right, with a 2.6-inch screen, navigation is not going to be a lot of fun, but if it's voice guided, it shouldn't be too bad. So let's see how that works. Navigate to Corner Bakery. So far, so good.
Head southwest on Lanspan Circle toward Caven Way, then turn left onto Caven Way.
That seemed to work quite well.
Turn left onto Caven Way, then turn left onto...
All right, we'll mute that. But anyway, that didn't seem to be a problem, so we've got voice guided turn by turn. Map looks great. Again, it's Google Maps. Redraws relatively quickly. Let's zoom out a little bit. Which, again, you can double tap to zoom in, pinch to zoom in or out as well. Redraws pretty quick. The only issue I would have to say is you don't have much of a display to look at 2.6 inches, but it does work quite well. Let's exit out navigation. Let's get back to our home screen, and let's go in here and let's try YouTube real quick. And most viewed, what do we got? Little Lady Gaga. Let's kick it off with that. Little Gaga on the
Download
ChaCha.
Now, the only free premium music video app from the best online music entertainment platform. Watch, share, and enjoy.
Alright, seem to handle that just fine along with the ad. Let's try one more real quick, see how it spools that up. Kind of got this running off my office Wi-Fi and they're set to default to HQ.
It was the first day back to school, cutting up in class, acting like a tool. Friends are rolling in, we started talking about the summer. DJ saw Twilight. I spoke up and I asked my friends, are there any new girls, 9s or 10s, hoping to view hotties and move from other.
Alright, that seemed to work quite well. Let me see, we go back in here. I think I've got Angry Birds loaded on here. Why don't we fire that up? See how that performs. Give it a moment. See, it's loading in the lower right hand corner. Here we go. Alright, you see it handled Angry Birds quite well. No issues there. Let's head over to the internet real quick. Let's go to bookmarks. And I'm guessing for the most part you're going to be loading mobile sites, but this will actually handle larger sites. I'll load smartphone envy for you. Again, you've got a 2.6-inch display. Well, maybe I won't load smartphone envy. For some reason I'm getting a database connection error. Let's try Engadget real quick. And this is the mobile site, and you can see absolutely no problem at all. Again, it has Adobe Flash 10.3, and I have Flash fully enabled. We'll go to the full site. And it's actually loading it pretty quickly. And again, it had a better benchmark score than the Galaxy S. And double tap to zoom in. And again, you can pinch to zoom and it dynamically rewraps the text to fit the display. Double tap to zoom out. See, it's very sensitive. Quite smooth. Alright. Let's go to GSM Arena real quick, give you a view of one more. This will have some more flash ads on it, more so than Engadget did, I believe. We've got one at the top, also one over here on the right. You can see no problem at all. Still very smooth. Got a flash ad about to load right there. So it seems to handle the browser quite well. Again, you've got a 2.6-inch display, which is kind of a drawback, but it handles all of the handled YouTube navigation and the internet, and as well as Angry Birds with no problem whatsoever. So there's our look at the HTC ChaCha, again coming to AT&T here in the very near future. One of HTC's 2 Facebook phones. Don't forget to stop by Smartphone Envy, check out the written review. I'll also have some photos and video posted with the written review as well. And I hope that's been helpful. Take care.